The election has been intensely emotional and there's a fear factor surrounding the eventual outcome.
We get perspectives now on that from our viewpoint analyst. Wimar Witoelar is a former presidential spokesman, now running his own communications company. Wimar, Prisma mentioned what we call the fear factor. I have friends, I know they already sent their children on a flight out to Singapore or wherever. Others have left themselves. Do you or anyone really expect a serious disruption on or before July 22nd?
No, I think the fear factor is driven largely by fear itself. Maybe fear from past experiences, or maybe some people are more inclined to be nervous than others. I think it's going to be quite safe.
But of course everyone remembers the 1998 tragedy where the fall down of Suharto was followed by massive violence, and no one's ready to think that might happen again, right?
I don't think so, because at the time the people who instigated the problem had some kind of state support behind it. Now they don't. Now it's all in the hands of the law, of the Election Commission.
Yeah, in 98, the criticism back then, as you know, and you were here with my authorities, were absent in many areas of the capital when there was looting, when there was crimes against people. But it's a different time now. And are you confident that public security will be maintained if, hopefully not, but if something happens?
I'm confident. They've been through the preparations many times over the last few weeks. The president has announced his support for the legal results. So anyone with respect to the law will abide by the results, and those who do not will be isolated.
And the president himself is neutral in this, and it's not like he's being toppled, so it's just between two candidates.
He's neutral. He wants to preserve a legacy that at least he will be responsible for shepherding a peaceful transition.
But no matter what happens on the next 2 days, it's likely that there will be a legal appeal from the losing side. How high is the possibility for this to happen?
As far as a legal appeal is concerned, it's pretty high, but the probability of it winning is pretty low.
Well, what I think we mean is that the election may not even be over by next Tuesday, because either side will feel like they were cheated if either side didn't win. So a legal appeal is likely from either the Joko Widodo side or the Prabowo Subianto side.
I don't think the Jokowi side will launch an legal appeal, because they will have confirmed their victory.
No, but if somehow they didn't win, they would feel cheated because of all the, as you said, the quick count showed them winning. They would have to file a legal appeal.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, I did not consider that possibility. It's quite remote.
But do you think other sides can, receive or accept their winning or losing?
They have to. In a democracy guided by law, losing is something you have to accept. Losing is an option you have to take.
Analysts are saying this is the first test. Our country passed its first test in this campaign season when the election day went by peacefully. The next test is when the results come out. And I guess people overseas are asking all the time. You see in interviews when you watch it, is it going to be safe, or is it going to be riots on the street? I mean, how do you reassure? What do you tell friends who ask you or tweet you or email you?
I give them the facts, and those people or correspondents who know Indonesia know there is not the danger that we had in 98. Neophytes, people who don't know Indonesia, might theorize and compare Indonesia with some other country. But we are a mature, we are a growing democracy and a mature society. We have much to lose from any disturbance, except those who feel they are not deserving to lose the election.
Last question. On last Wednesday, we talked the day before about the prospects of the election. Were you surprised or disappointed, or what was your reaction when you saw the one candidate kind of declaring victory, and then an hour later, the second candidate declared victory?
Well, I was dismayed. I didn't think that the other candidate would resort to really, cheap tactics to deny that victory, because the victory was announced by the quick count of 7 pollsters who had good reputation, whose methods were proven to be accurate in the last elections, whereas the 4 dissenting pollsters are fly-by-nights whose background is not clear, whose methods are not clear.
And against the backdrop of history and the gubernatorial election of 2012, what happened?
in the gubernatorial election of 2012, I think Fuzibao contributed a lot to democracy by conceding very soon after the quick count was announced in favor of Jokowi. In the legislative elections of Indonesia last May, President SBY was graceful to acknowledge his party's defeat a few hours after the quick count was announced. So this will be a first if anyone dissents.
And it didn't happen this time. Okay, viewpoint analyst Wimar Witoelar, thank you very much, sir, and happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now to our